EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen, and joining me tonight, the former national champion, National Player of the Year, it's Jay Williams.
Ed, stop it. You keep gassing me up. Actually, don't stop it. Keep fluffing me. I like it. Shouldn't we be talking about the matchup on the court tonight? Let's see what's going on.
Jay, you have to own it. These 10 players on the floor about to do so as well. To George. Fires the three. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. It's James controlling the offense. Here's Davis. Jumper's good.
Good pass.
Nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
LeBron into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
LeBron James trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 73%. Free throw try, off the mark. Danny Green with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Short jumper stays out. To Danny Green. Had a chance, but it's no good. Cousins to Danny Green. Cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
It's plain and it's simple. The difference between a winning team and a losing organization is the fact that their ability to finish plays. You have to find a way defensively to finish these type of plays to win this game.
Leonard, shot off the mark. Good defense. Danny Green to James. It was right there. George. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
And easy to get back on defense.
James into the front court. Leads a bucket. Oh, ferocious slam inside. 6'11", 270. That's a massive man. You can make a case there's nobody like him.
There isn't anybody like him in the NBA. He is an absolute bully on the block. Can burrow his way through traffic, make it easy, and also possesses that sweet shooting touch from the outside.
It's James controlling the offense. Has a look. LeBron, not that time.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the three.
James, his first effort, off the mark. Leonard, not going down here. Davis to Cousins. Can't connect. Another follow, stays out.
That's me. I got ball.
Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
LeBron with it up top. The score 12-8. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Beverly to Paul George. Oh, he had him there for a second. Paul George, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
New blood coming in for both sides. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Here's the truth. As long as you're using your legs and your body to stay in front of the offensive player, you won't get called for those. You keep reaching, though, it's going to be a long night.
First try, no good. He missed a pair of free throws. James, that's how you defend.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Leonard. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw up and good as he finishes off the three-point play. The lead is down to 6. From long range, Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Caldwell Pope over to the right side. Has a chance. Add 2 points to the board.
From somebody who loved to score a lot himself. Defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I want. You have to force this guy to go one direction, make him go towards his weak hand, and then contest that shot.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
LeBron into the front court. They can get a 2 for 1 if they play this right. And the rebound taken by the Clippers. Paul George. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
His first quarter struggles from deep continue. It's no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
George and McGee there for the rebound. Stuffs it down with authority. Deep 3 at the buzzer. 1 quarter down. The Clippers have the lead. One quarter down. Neither side really distinguished itself. Jay, what stood out?
And we're exceeding the speed limit. These guys are playing fast. And the thing I love about it the most, there's entertainment in this game. Guys are looking away after they shoot the ball. Guys are clapping. Guys are energetic. This is why you love this sport.
Caldwell Pope. To Danny Green. Defense making the ball carrier work. Knocked loose. LA Clippers with the basketball. And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Paul George. Williams. That's good D. Shot no good. To Danny Green. Trying to cash in. A shot by Green, no good.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Strong finish for Paul George.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
George. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Clippers have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Throws it down.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Montrezl Harrell. Huge block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Anthony Davis. He's 2 for 2 now. Who compares to AD offensively?
We would be doing a disservice if we compared AD just to one player. He's an amalgamation. Think about Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Marcus Camby. Throw them all into a blender, you get Anthony Davis.
Across the timeline comes James. 9-point margin. Oh, whistle.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Changes coming from both sides right now. James to Caldwell Pope. Has a look. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
I know these mishaps happen defensively, but sometimes this can be the best thing for an offensive player who maybe hasn't found his rhythm yet. Don't let him get going.
Los Angeles has the basketball. James to Davis. James, knocked loose. Clippers have got it. Beverly goes to the right side. Leonard. That's off the side of the rim, no good. To Davis. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
It's James. Where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Here's Leonard for two. Caldwell Pope to Cousins. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Leonard to George. Ah, the monster stuff. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Missed a wide open look. Another follow, still no good.
One of the best kept secrets in the game, utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air, crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
To Williams. Leonard shakes free and hits.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough two rather than an easy three.
Leonard to Paul George. Curling inside. Anthony Davis pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Cousins to James. Lets it fly from long range, off the ball, and a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
It's LA Clippers ball. George hits it, and the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
Oh, that was a big-time shot. But more impressive than the shot, the bench reactions. I love the celebration tactics. This is why you love this game.
Count that one, and a 4-point trip. LeBron into the front court. Down 8. Beyond the arc for 3. Oh, LeBron James, not much more the defense could have done. He hits the contested 3.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, Ed.
He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. That's it for the first half. The Clippers are out in front. Game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Clippers have the basketball to George. Has a chance. And the reward, he's going to the line.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let them play, ref.
First one, count it. So So he hits the first, misses the second. Kyle Kuzma. Misfires. It's no good. To Leonard. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
And look out.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Los Angeles, they have it. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
And hits the first free throw.
Good shot.
Able to convert on both free throws.
Here we go. I got him.
George. Kyle Kuzma snatching it out of the air.
Just incredible. Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. George. No good. That's great defense.
He was absolutely scoring at will in the first half. But now that the defense has picked up, don't try to do too much. Less is more.
Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Going to launch beyond the arc and knocks it down.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Leonard. Not easy.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
James into the front court. Tie game, third quarter. Clippers have it.
Tie ball game. Make this possession count.
He throws it down.
That transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Leonard. He engulfed him that time. To Kyle Kuzma. And he's going to the line to shoot.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Kyle Kuzma at the line for 2 shots. A career 70% free throw shooter. First one goes down.
The game for the Los Angeles Clippers, number 5.
2 for 2 on that trip.
For the Los Angeles Lakers, number 7.
To Paul George. Fires the 3. It was contested, but Paul George still dials in for 3.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
To Cousins. Paul George rejects it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. James, offensive board. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
McGee powers it through. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
And buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day. LeBron James with the rock. Here's a chance from long range, and he buries it. Jay, the system produces once again.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
George, he's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
James trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Kyle Kuzma sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Tried to slam it down, but it comes out. Goes to the left side. For 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
And I just hear my high school coach preaching this thing to me every single day, and it's still pertinent for the NBA. It's all about spacing. And when you have guys who are lethal three-point shooters and they understand spacing, oh, that whole floor opens up, and that's a thing of beauty to watch.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. To Beverly. Baseline drive. Leonard. They'll get it down low to Harold. And the finish. Slam dunk.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
That ends the third quarter. The Clippers have the lead. It's Lakers ball as we start the fourth quarter. They trail to this point, but you'd have to say this one's up for grabs.
And the new style we play with in this league, all it takes is 3 quick threes, and you're right back in the ballgame.
Davis, offensive board, kicks it outside. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Too easy. Defense has to communicate.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
George can't go down. Smothering defense. LBJ has it. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Lou Williams. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. James not getting the bounce. To Danny Green. Fires the 3. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Leonard to Beverly. 4-3. Never dare Patrick Beverly. Hits a wide open 3.
You live by the 3, you die by the 3. And guess what? They're living large right now.
To Danny Green. From long range. Long Island zone. Danny Green with the 3.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that end.
George, add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
LBJ. Clippers have got it.
You got to go for the score here right now in this possession.
To George. Leonard.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. Knocks down the first. Second of 3, off the mark. To Danny Green. trying to cash in. Green with a shot that won't go down. To Leonard. Over to the right side. George, that right there, Jay, his 8th three of the game. He is putting on a show.
He's defying physics with that jumper. He's not even holding his follow through.
James. Oh, that's how it's done.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Leonard. Not that time. Davis. To Danny Green. To Davis. Lets it fly from long range. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Danny Green. Beyond the arc for three. He buries it.
A lackluster first half performance, but this half, you seem like a different person.
Rises for the slam.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
Now the Lakers gonna use a timeout. That's their first. Leaves them with one remaining the rest of the way. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Caldwell Pope matched up with Paul George. To Harkless. George missed it. Slams it home on the putback.
He usually pays his bills doing things around the perimeter. Nice work right there around the rim.
Cousins hits the trifecta.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Knocked loose. Lakers have it. And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Well, you can't do that.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Time for some new personnel into the game. George. Paul George is going to get a chance at 3 here, shooting 66% in this contest. Can't connect on the first free throw. And he hits the second. LBJ with it. Going to launch beyond the arc. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Oh, working hard there. Collects the rebound and gets it back up for the slam.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
LeBron with it up top. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. To Harkless. And a nice finish at the rim.
This is like a boxing match. If you fight against a great boxer, if he keeps jabbing you at the face, eventually that body will open up. You keep giving up layups like that, boom, a body blow is on the way.
It's LeBron. He's looking for that touch. To Harkless. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Has a look. Add 2 points to the board.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Leonard, he's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they take care of business at home. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation.